Welcome to the workshop. I'm going to be showing you first how to do the fun fold card, and then we'll go on to the one sheet wonders and then the zip strip card. So this is 1A. I chose the sweaters and the tree paper. So I'm going to first go and score it. This is the only time you're going to use your scoring tool, is to score the card, the base of the card. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to just take my scoring tool off, and I'm actually going to flip this around so you guys can see it better. So I have my 0 to 12, 0's up at the top, and then I'm going to be measuring off this way. You're going to want to keep it open, but you want to make sure you know which side you're going to be cutting on. So I kind of want the trees as my main focal point. So I'm going to fold my trees. On the outside. And I'm going to keep the sweaters on the inside. But now I know that this is the side that I want to cut. Okay, so I want to actually rotate it so that the side that you want to cut is lined up on the 3 mark. Okay, and you're going to be moving your cutter. That's why I wanted the 0 at the top. So it's lined up on the 3. You are going to do 2.5. So slide your cutter all the way up to 2.5. Push down. And you're going to slide it all the way up to 4 7/8. So you're only about half an inch, a little over half an inch away from the edge. Pick up your cutter, rotate it 90 degrees so that the edge of your card where you open the card is now down at the bottom. Line the top of your card up with the 3-inch. Line this up with 5/8, so 1/8 above 1/2. Okay, and push down. And you're just going to slide that up until the 3 mark where you made your previous cut. And it should give you a little flap. Okay, you are done with your trimmer. What you are going to do is fold it like you would a card, and you're going to bend this over, and you're just going to line up those edges and just press firmly on these self-made folds. So you just have a flap that just flapped right over, and just make sure you reinforce those either with a bone folder or nails. I prefer to use my nails. So there's your fun fold card. Let's go ahead and complete it by putting all the other pieces on. So I have 1B. This will go on the inside. I chose Harbor. I'm going to keep the dark side up on the Harbor. Okay. I'm going to take 1C, which is your daisy. This is where your sentiment will go, or your writing on the inside of the card will go. Your inside sentiments. And I should have put the C on the inside, but that's okay. Underneath. There's that. I'm going to just go ahead and erase this 1C. I can always cover it up with something if I don't like it. but you can barely see it. So 1D, I'm going to place on the outside. Now I should have probably made these a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I kind of like the frame that it's in, so I think that's probably why I did that way. So I'm just going to put equidistant from these two edges. Put my E down this time. And you don't have to do this until you're ready to, until after you stamp it either. Okay. So there's your fun fold card. So it has this little flap, but it's just folded over and it's just kind of cute, so we can embellish it later. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to card number 2. Your 2A is going to go on the bottom. I think I'm going to use the polka dots. I really like those polka dots. Great colors for fall. So I'm going to put at the bottom. You're going to take 2B and you're going to put it up here so it straddles this part. I think I'm going to put it a little bit lower so that basically a quarter of it is, this is about a ½ inch above the top of the paper, that on top of 2A. This is the best way to explain that. And about ½ inch in this way. Now 2C will go on top of that. This is your sentiment. Again, if you don't like to paste the sentiments down before you stamp them, then don't worry, you don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and take my shears, my non-stick scissors, and I'm just going to do some dovetails in these squares. I'm going to cut up about 1/4 of an inch on both of them. My dove. And this one. Okay, I'm going to tape the D down first. I want the dark side of shortbread showing, so I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to stick it right against here, right against the edge, but I want it so the dovetail is below my paper, my 2A paper. And I want my 2E to be the opposite side. And I want that to be, the dovetail to be above the line for the 2D, which was my shortbread, but right up against there. So there's card number 2. Okay, card number 3 is again a horizontal card. 3A, you're going to put in the middle of it all. Three B is next. That's going to go in the middle of 3A. I think I'm going to do the stripes on this one. Now 3C, I actually want to leave until the, actually let's go ahead and do 3C. I'm going to actually want to do this side so I don't see my writing. And I basically want to just put it in the middle this way and about 1/4 of an inch in, because it's about the same distance here and here. It's about 1/4 inch in. I'm going to take 3D, which is a coordinating cardstock. I chose shortbread for this one. You're going to put it right against there and all the way at the bottom of the card, because it's going to span the bottom and the top. You're going to have just about 1/4 inch on that side. Then you take your opposite pattern paper that you used here. I used the stripes, so I'm going to use the polka dots here. And it's going to run right in the middle here. So there is your number 3 card. Card number 4. Okay, this is card number 4. It's going to be a vertical card, and I'm going to start with 4A, and I want that to be my background. So it's the entire card. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this down. Okay, 4B is your almost square piece. Okay, you're going to want the 3 3/4 inch across the card and your 3 1/2 this way. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this down, and it's going to be the same distance, so it's going to be centered this way and the same distance down, which is about 1/8 of an inch. For C is going to go down here, and it's going to be about the same. Just center it the same amount on these two sides. Now you can use the back side of this one. Just if you use the front side there, you can use the back side down here. It's up to you. So, 4D is your pattern paper. This is the only pattern paper on the entire card. And I think I'm going to use the stripes. And then this is going to go up here. Make sure that the longer side is horizontal, shorter side vertical. This is your sentiment area. You can always decorate down below, down here. Okay. There is card number 4. Card number 5 is a horizontal card. We're going to take 5A and put it in the center. B is actually going to go this way from bottom to top. You're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch on that side, 1/4 to 1/2. I just want to give it some dimension. I'm actually going to leave about 1/2 inch on this side. See, you're going to go back to the middle, and then you're going to have equidistance. You're going to put it in the center of A. D, you're going to put it in the center of C, and it'll span the entire card. Now I put the dark down there, so I'm going to use the light here, just as a little bit of a difference. Then you can either dovetail this one. I don't think I'm going to this time. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And it's going to go right in the center. You're going to have about 1/8 of an inch on top, 1/8 of an inch on the bottom. This one you can use with the stamp of the month, if you'd like. It's a really good stamp of the month. Right? So you could probably use the thankful or the grateful in that area. And that's probably what I'll end up doing. And then of course embellishing it with fall decor, pumpkins and such. Okay, card number 5. Card number 6. This is a different card. We're going to start with the whole zip strip. Here, this is a vertical card. I guess you could do it horizontal once it's done and flip it. I want my acorns down. I'm just going to put them right at the bottom here. I'm going to take the opposite, which is my leaves, and I'm going to place them here. Actually, sorry, place it so that the non-cut edge is down. So there's that. So that the non-cut edges are facing each other, touching each other. Now you're going to take the cut edge of the other one and you're going to glue it to the cut edge of the one that you just glued down. So you just get something like that. Now you're going to take the half of the second pattern that you used and you're just going to do cut edge to, or non-cut edge to non-cut edge right against the edge. This is a cast card. Very simple, lots of white, lots of room for embellishments and sentiments. Okay. And there's your card. That would be card number 6, the zip strip card, so you could have it that way, or you could have it this way. Kind of fun either way, it kind of looks topsy-turvy. Thank you for joining me at my workshop, and we will see you next month. Bye-bye.